Piano is a classic musical instrument. We don't get any other sound apart from the piano tone. But in keyboard, it's an electronic instrument where we can put all the type of different tones and rhythms and effects. It's a computer, it's a synthesizer, that's it.
Okay.
We can't call it as a musical instrument because it doesn't produce any sound. It's like all the, the industry, the AI, for example, the technology AI, it's really helped in music. Before, that all the instruments are played live in the recording studio. But I think the change happened, when I was like 14 or 15, like in 90s, there was like a software or kind of thing called sampler came. It has with all the sound of the instruments. So we can play, you just need to know how to play the keyboard. You can play any instrument. So far you didn't try anything in music. So that's why it's hidden in you. So I'm here to take out the hidden talents from you.
Okay.
Maybe you can do better than anyone else in the world, but you didn't try it. That's the truth. So that's what I told. Everybody has music inside. God built with music. Everyone. Each and everyone has different taste or talent in music. To learn the basic, for example, you say that we start in the kindergarten to learn ABCD. Okay. So if you learn that alphabet, you can read any books. That's the same. That way works in my books also, because I teach how to read the music language.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the episode part 2 of the Sam Cleetus story. We've been talking to Sam about his journey. In part 1, we've heard about the magic of music, and we continue this conversation here in part 2. So let's get back to the show and let's hear from Sam about music and about his journey. I feel like if I can play it well, if I like the music that is produced when I'm playing it, then I'll just enjoy it and I'll get engrossed in it. If I'm like trying and it's only sound, not music, then I might not get. So I think that's where the professional learning comes into place. That I have to, go and learn first and then practice what I've learned in the.
See, I tell all my students, there is no mistake in music. You know that?
There is no mistake.
There is no mistake in music. For example, you are playing like some particular song. If you make a mistake, I call it as it's a different music. You played some wrong notes or something. It's not wrong. It's different. So all my students are happy. I tell them, okay, this is the song which you have to play according to the notes. But if you make any mistakes, don't worry. It's not a mistake. It's another song. It's a different, music. That's it. So the people are scared. Okay, if I make a mistake, what the other? No. You are playing your music. Sit in front of a keyboard or take a guitar, play like chung chung chung. It's your music.
Yeah.
You feel more happy than the other great composers do. This is your music. Yeah. Take the guitar. You don't need to do anything. Just put some sound. That vibration make you more happy than listening to great composition. That's what I believe.
And trust me, I'm gonna do that tonight. I have a guitar at home.
You should try that. You should try that.
Dust, so I'm gonna play that.
Yeah.
So you recommend that like all professionals, business people, anybody can.
Everybody should try.
Yeah.
As I told you can't be a Mozart or Beethoven or any other great musician, but you can be yourself. You can play up to your level maximum.
Now, coming back to your journey, you started your institute once you were teaching your roommates, and then you started your own this. So tell us about that. Like, how did tell us about that growth from teaching your roommates to the teaching the 2,000 students that you have done.
Yes, and also I was teaching my manager's daughter also piano.
Okay.
So he asked me, Sam, because she liked my teaching very much. Because I don't because I had that experience. My teachers were like not the attitude issues and all. So I never ever shout or tell them it's wrong or something. So she liked my way of teaching, and so he told me that, Sam, why don't we start our own thing? Because I know that people will like your teaching style and all. I said okay, let's see. Then we started in 2007, which was a very like small place. We took in Alnada and we started, and I was the only teacher there, not the only member, and I started by teaching myself. But in 2 months we could get like more than 50 students, then 100, then 200, goes like that. And in Like less than 1 year, we moved to a bigger place.
Okay.
And where, I find that challenging thing was the performance. Because if you learn and if you don't get a chance to showcase, then there is no use. You will be ended up in, giving up that thing. So we made like a performance hall permanently there. So every day or especially every weekends, we had a lot of shows. So all our students, they come and they perform on the stage. The parents, they are happy because they are the one paying it. And we are motivating the parents by showing, their kids are performing on the stage.
Yeah. And as a parent, it's a very proud thing to see a child perform on the stage.
And also it's a marketing part also in it, because they take the photos and the videos and share it in the social media. That's a good reach for us even.
Yeah.
And also we had like a production studio. We used to, record albums of our students, and some of our students, their, songs had million views.
Wow.
So we encourage our students to showcase their talent, not only, inside the house or this, just to expose, because now everything is social media.
Yeah.
So a little bit of, the training and push, they can be a star.
Yeah.
So that's what we are doing it.
Nice. You're making like a big difference in the children's life, right?
Yes.
Because it's like, people who are, kids who are very interested in music can actually take up music as their career and move on. Is there a difference in the career opportunities today versus what was available back in our times? Let's say, as your parents also said, music. What will you do in music? But now, is there a difference in the
there are huge opportunities in music, not only in teaching, in production, like sound engineering, that kind of thing, sound design and acoustic. There are a lot of branches within the music, like event manager or an artist, or that there are a lot of things. Because recently I had like a campus interview in the GEM school, I think last month. And a lot of big companies, they came for the internship and all from the students from +1 and +2. So I thought for the music nobody will come. I think more than 50 students, they came to join as internship because they wanted to take their career in music.
Wow.
So that's how it is, the children. Now everything is in that social media and also they are seeing every time. And they are listening to their music. So they are so excited. And I told, our parents are very supportive to take music as their career. And some of our students also, they are doing like higher studies in US and Australia, like that. And some of our students, they are like good sound engineers here in Dubai. Wow. They are working and they are earning very good. This is what
sound is the music and sound engineering is also there is a lot of career opportunity there. Okay. And talking of coming back to your journey, I wanted to continue that story. So you grew your institute, and you were running a big institute now with so many students and everything. And you were saying, I think earlier when we were discussing before the podcast, you were saying that like you had like some 15-18 teachers teaching this. Then I think in I don't know, was this before COVID, after COVID? Because COVID must have had a huge impact on all businesses. It had an impact on all businesses. Must have had an impact on you also, right? So
of course.
How did that impact?
Because when I started this, I was very particular to focus only on music. Because if you go to all the other music schools, they have a lot of activities. They have dance, they have art and craft, and they have, group classes and all other activities. But I want focus only on music. So we teach music, and we have a music store, we have a production house, we send them for the exam. Everything needed, like we give like 360-degree solution in music.
All about music.
All about music.
Okay.
And only one-to-one session. Which was, that decision was actually challenging in terms of financials and all. So for one student, one teacher, it's very challenging. But I stick on that.
Wow.
So that's how we could make the name in the market in a premium segment for providing the one-to-one lessons.
Even for the students, it must be a little more expensive than going to a class where this, right? Because it's a one-to-one. But again, the reason why I thought of COVID was that like if it's a one-to-one session, it's an in-person session, and with COVID, all that had to stop for some time.
So we have to shut down for around like 8 months.
Okay.
But that time we started like online teaching. But that was also one-to-one.
Online one-to-one.
Online
So it's
was
like on
one-to-one.
Zoom.
Yeah, on Zoom. Or that time there was one app called Blue Jeans, and also we started in that.
Okay.
So we could like survive the COVID. Then after the COVID, we shifted to a smaller place, and I did the same strategy like one-to-one only.
Still one-to-one.
It was very challenging, like that. But still we could survive.
Yeah.
And still we are giving only one-to-one lessons.
Wow.
But in terms when it comes to the results, it's much better than the group lessons.
Yeah.
Because we have many students, they are going for group classes and they are going for 2 years and 3 years, coming back to us with the less results. But we can give in like 4-5 months, we can give a better result. So you can save money and you can save time as well.
Yeah. Tell us about the examination. So there are music exams, right? So that you prepare your students for. You said like with the
Trinity College.
Trinity College of London.
So there are like several examination board based in UK, like Trinity College, ABRSM, University of West London, and MTB. And that certificate is valid all over the world. The students they will get credits and they will get merit. It's easy to get admissions in the UK and Wales like that. So we are preparing the students. If they are studying well, in 6 months they can go for the first level exams.
Okay.
Yes. So that certificate makes a big difference in their music studies.
So that, and how many levels are there like that?
There are 3 levels. One is for the beginners, intermediate, and advanced, and each level having 3 grades. So total 9 grades from initial to grade 8.
So each grade or each level is an exam. So they need to go.
Yeah, each grade there is an exam, but we can skip. You don't need to go for 1 to 3 like that. If we are better, then from 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, it's possible.
Oh, okay, okay. And so, like, I'm asking for the parents who are listening, who would like to have their children grow in career, take music as their career. So, how do these certificates or these exams, when they pass these exams, right? So, what role does it play in what kind of career, in the music?
See, not in the career, in general, it makes a difference.
Okay.
Because, that as I told, if an engineer with the musical knowledge, it makes a difference like that. So, why I came, when I came here in Dubai, I got the first job because I put my, music certificate in my CV.
Oh,
so my manager thought that, this guy I can use to teach my kid. That's why I got the first job. So like that, if you know music, it makes an added value. For example, if you have a party or get together in your office, if somebody plays the guitar, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, you become the hero of the party.
Yes, that's it. So teach your children music anywhere or any instrument. Let them know music, let them play music. Rather than playing the gadgets or sitting all the time in mobile and tab. Give them musical instrument, give them a guitar or ukulele or piano. Let them be more productive, more creative and positive with the music.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, kids today are like distracted with all the gadgets and everything. So music can be a good channel of to channelize their energy and interest in that. Yeah. So and you were saying that like during COVID, you had the you went online and then you started with this one. After that, like how was that journey back to this one? Did you have to do some change in you said you stuck to the one-to-one lessons, but other than that, from a business perspective, was there any difference? Like did you have to change something in your strategy or something?
Yes, we have to start again from zero. So that's why we took like a small place and we had few rooms, like 4 or 5 teachers, and we started again like the same. How I started back in 2011, I started teaching by myself again in 2020.
Okay.
Then we added again 1, 2, 3, around 6 in our team now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And all these different institutes that you've started, so are they still all there and you're still managing all of them, or is it like you closed some of them?
Not closed. Only Symphony is like into the premium segment.
Okay.
And this Yalla Music I started. It's like a kind of franchising thing. It's ready to be franchised.
Okay.
If somebody wants.
So Yalla Music is your brand.
Yeah, it's my brand.
Okay. Okay.
And it's a physical school.
Okay.
Okay. If anybody wants to start their own music school, it's a ready solution. So, and it's like music school is like one kind of less investment required. Just take the place, do the fit out, get the instruments, it's done. That's it. And we can appoint the teachers as per the enrollments. So that's like a risk-free business if you know the business well.
That's a great business opportunity for the listeners, right? Like when people who want to connect with you, they can take up the franchise of Yella Music, and then set up their own.
And it's a place for socializing as well. Because when I think a lot of business happened within our places, because the parents, they are sitting next to each other and they say, okay, what do you do, where you work? It's a great place to network. Even last week also one parent was saying, I got this much business from this guy because he was sitting next to me and we were chatting. Okay, you have this business, I require that. It's a place of networking as well.
True.
And I put one poster in our door that okay, you are entering a music zone, no worries beyond this point.
That's so nice.
So if you want to come inside our place, you should be totally happy, because we are listening different music from different rooms. Everybody happy. That's a music business.
Wow. So Sam, when you look back at your journey, like right from childhood, the interest that you had, and then now you're a businessman in the realm of music, are there any people that you would like to give credit to for your success in your journey?
See, it's all because I'm here because of my students. That's the priority. And of course, my teacher. I had very great teachers here and back home in India, and different places I have very good teachers. So, and the students, they shaped me well. That's what I could say.
The students.
Yes.
Yeah. And Sam, for the people who are watching this, who are working as a professional somewhere, has a job, and they want to start their own, they want to become a businessman, like they want to start their own business. Okay, what's your advice for them? Because you've done that transition, right? From a job to this one. So what's your advice for them?
The music business is like a grocery business. If you put the music school anywhere, it runs, because it's focused on your vicinity. The people, they don't go like far and send their children, because mainly the parents, they prefer the walkable distance. So if anybody wants to start these kind of things, even I can help as a consultant also. So it's easy. Even if you want, I know many people, they are like making passive income by teaching music after their work. It's easy. And it's profitable as well.
It's easy, it's profitable, so it is a very lucrative business. So for the people who are watching this, who want to get into the business of music, collaborate with you and probably take a franchisee from you, what's the best way to reach out to you?
You can just reach me out from LinkedIn. Okay. And I can give you my contact detail as well. Maybe you can put it in the description.
We'll include the link to your website and your LinkedIn profile in the show notes.
Yes. Also, I can give the links for the books in Amazon. Yes. And if you go to Amazon.com and type my name, that it will come automatically. Wow. Okay. I think this my name has that kind of thing. So just type Sam Cleetus in Amazon.com. My details will come up there as well.
Brilliant. One final question, Sam, as we wrap up here. How was your experience being on the We Are On Boss podcast?
Oh, it was totally amazing. First of all, I thought that because my Pradeep introduced, and I thought, this is the place for the great people, how I will fit into this. But when I spoke
an honor that you've come here for us.
So when I spoke to you, I thought that then it's actually a great thing what you are doing, You are giving exposure to the people, and those who are like some people, they are very passive and they wanted to listen, and it's a motivation to them also to come to this limelight, maybe in like one time. That's it.
Yeah, my humble aim here is to connect the two dots between people who want to become entrepreneurs and then the people who have become entrepreneurs and the world doesn't know their story. So I'm trying to just, bring...
Yes. Yeah. That's good, because I have watched many of your podcasts, and I see that how they, that overcome the challenges and the ups and downs is still there. If anybody wants to become an entrepreneur, you have to, pay the price first. That's the only thing, I could say.
That's true. Yeah. Sam, thank you so much for taking our time and sharing your journey.
Thank you, Sachin, for having me, and I wish you all the very best for your journey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was Sam Cleetus, the founder of Yella Music and many other music institutes. The best way to reach out to him is yellamusic.com. So just go to Yella Music and you can reach out to him. There is a very lucrative, very interesting business opportunity for all of you who are interested in starting your own business. Here's a music business that you can start in collaboration with Sam. So reach out to him and stay tuned for more such interesting episodes. You've been watching and listening to Be Your Own Boss.